Hi there. Today we're going to read this book about tornadoes called Tornadoes, written by Gail Gibbons. The word tornado comes from the Spanish word tronada, meaning thunderstorm. It is raining hard. The winds are strong. The sky is dark. Suddenly, a twisting column of moist air reaches down from a cloud and touches the ground. It makes a loud roaring sound. It is a tornado. Tornadoes begin inside storm clouds called cumulonimbus clouds, which are made up of warm, moist air. These are large, dark clouds that can grow to be tall and enormous. There is lightning, thunder, rain, hail, and high winds. So here in this picture, it shows lightning, cumulonimbus clouds. Those are the ones that are really big and really dark. And this says hail is frozen rain in the form of ice pellets, which may be the size of golf balls or even larger. When warm, humid air rises from the ground toward a dark cumulonimbus thunderhead, it creates an updraft that pulls more warm, humid air with it. When the air rises to where the temperature is cooler, condensation occurs, creating rain or hail. The cool air falls back toward the earth, creating a downdraft. So this diagram shows heat always rises, the updraft, and then the downdraft. A thunderhead is a very large, dark cumulonimbus cloud or group of cumulonimbus clouds, and then condensation occurs when moist, warm air cools and turns to liquid. If the updraft and the downdraft come together and start to spin, a funnel-shaped cloud forms inside the thunderhead and sometimes tilts into a funnel that reaches down towards the ground. As the funnel cloud spins faster and faster, it sucks up more and more warm air and becomes bigger and louder and more powerful. If it touches the ground, a tornado is born. This caption says, tornadoes may occur at any time of the year if the weather conditions are right. So it doesn't always have to just be in the spring. In 1971, T. Theodore Fujita developed the Fujita tornado scale, rating tornadoes on a scale from F0 to F5. Since then, the scale has been enhanced, setting stricter standards for measuring damage. Starting February 1st, 2007, the enhanced Fujita tornado scale has been used to classify tornadoes from an EF0 to EF5. The letter F represents Fujita, and the letter E represents enhanced. Classifications are mostly based on the amount and type of damage caused. There is no way yet to directly measure the winds in every tornado. Wind speeds are estimates only, that means they're guesses, and are only based on the severity of the damage. No matter how big or little a tornado is or how long it lasts on the ground, it is likely to cause damage. EF0 tornadoes may have wind speeds between 65 miles per hour and 85 miles per hour. That's about how fast cars travel on the highway. So that's still pretty fast. They can damage chimneys, break limbs off trees, and blow over shallow-rooted trees. EF1 tornadoes may have wind speeds between 86 miles per hour and 110 miles per hour. They can peel the surface off roofs and overturn small trucks and mobile homes. EF2 tornadoes may have wind speeds between 111 miles per hour and 136 miles per hour. They can tear the whole roof off a frame house, demolish mobile homes, and snap or uproot large trees. EF3 tornadoes may have wind speeds between 137 miles per hour and 166 miles per hour. They can uproot a forest and lift heavy cars off the ground. EF4 tornadoes may have wind speeds between 167 miles per hour and 200 miles per hour. They can demolish well-constructed houses, leaving few walls standing. Other structures may be blown off their foundations and moved some distance. So you can see this house right here was blown off the foundation. That was the basement. EF5 tornadoes are the most violent tornadoes. They may have wind speeds of 201 miles per hour and more. Well-constructed houses are lifted off their foundations, carried away, and totally destroyed. Trains have been lifted off their tracks. The devastation is so extreme that it is hard to believe. There are two regions in the United States that experience tornadoes frequently. One region is in the middle section of the country, where most of the violent tornadoes occur. It is often referred to as Tornado Alley. In this area, most of the tornadoes occur during April, May, and June. And I used to live right here in Missouri. The other state is Florida. The other is in the state of Florida, where most tornadoes occur during January, February, and March. The United States has about 1,200 tornadoes a year, more than any other country. And I grew up in Florida. So I've known a lot about tornadoes for a long time, but never actually seen one. On May 3rd, 1999, 96 tornadoes ravaged parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and South Dakota. If the EF scale had been in effect when the tornadoes occurred, some of the most destructive ones may have been classified EF5. The damage in the Oklahoma City area alone was valued at more than $1 billion. 96 tornadoes on one day. On the afternoon of March 18, 1925, a record-breaking tornado devastated parts of Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. It is called the Great Tri-State Tornado. Tri-state because it ran across 3 states. An estimated 695 people died. It is believed 606 people died in Illinois alone. The tornado was on the ground for 3 hours and 29 minutes and traveled 217 miles. If the EF scale had been in effect at this time, this tornado may have been classified as an EF5. So we're 100 years ago. Meteorologists are on constant watch to predict and warn people of dangerous storms that may produce tornadoes. They study computer data and radar screens. Meteorologists are scientists that study weather. The National Weather Service reports to television and radio stations if they see the possibility of tornadoes forming. This information is broadcasted every 15 minutes to give people time to prepare. Back in 1925, we didn't have TVs, so they didn't know it was coming, which is probably why so many lives were lost. What to do when a tornado approaches. If your house has a basement, go to it at once. If you are in a house without a basement, go to an interior closet or bathroom far from the outside walls. Crouch down low and cover your head with your hands. Stay away from windows and outside walls. Try to cover yourself with a mattress or heavy blankets for protection from falling debris. If you can, crouch under a set of stairs. After the tornado, be careful of fallen electrical wires, broken glass, and unsafe structures. If you are in a car, get out immediately. Try to find a low spot, such as a ditch, to lie in. Lie flat on your stomach and cover your head with your hands. Try to have an adult help you. And then on the end, it just says tornado happenings. It says most tornadoes occur in the afternoon. Most tornadoes last less than 10 minutes. Most tornadoes rotate counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. In the United States, only the National Weather Service issues tornado forecasts nationwide. Tornadoes have occurred in all 50 states of the United States. Funnel clouds form over water too. When they touch down on water, they are called water spouts. And most tornadoes are classified EF0 or EF1. EF5 tornadoes are very rare. And then here are some websites that you can go to learn more about tornadoes. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed learning about tornadoes today. Thanks for listening.